What is up, guys? It's Mike here, and today we are going to be looking at a pack that was in stores for quite a bit, but I recently just got my hands on it, and it's none other than the Mix 14 of the Dirty to Clean trucks. Alright, so these were in the stores, I would say, probably around August. Definitely Targets in my area had these a lot. However, I never really got them, and the reason being was because I was on vacation. So if you guys notice when you subscribe to my channel, you notice that there was a big gap in like the summer. It's because I was on vacation, kind of doing a mental break from everything, and really didn't focus on anything too much. However, I did find these, and I'm glad I did, because I got this and then all of a sudden these aren't in stores anymore. Now, currently, the Dirty to Clean series is on Mix 16, which is the ones with Bulldozer and Team Mints. But these trucks are pretty cool, so I wanted to make a video on these. Now, it's going to be kind of hard to find these once this video is released. Mix 14 or Series 14, I mean, it's a good strong mix right here. This is the Gravedigger mix. We didn't really see the Primer Gravedigger that much this year. And I believe we didn't really see the old Gravedigger this year as well. But let's see here. On the back, now I totally forgot what was in this mix. I just kind of went to the box and saw this one on top and decided to make this one. But here we go. We got Monster Mutt, Dalmatian, Monster Mutt Rottweiler, one pack. Then we got Son of a Digger with Racing Stripes, which is... we haven't really seen Racing Stripes this year that much. We got Soldier Fortune and a Black Max D. So, Dirty to Clean... it's awesome. I mean, I love the Dirty to Clean series. I did like the Reveal the Steel. However, the Dirty to Clean series, the only thing I really got to complain with this whole series is some of these trucks, sometimes they don't really show the dirt on them. And you can kind of see, well, you can see it more in the Primer Gravedigger here, but on the Legend Gravedigger or the old school Gravedigger, you can't really see the dirt that great. That's the only thing I really got to complain with it. But with that being said, let's take these bad boys out of the package and take a closer look at these trucks that have been sitting in my closet for about 3 months. Alright, so if you guys can see, and if the camera can pick it up, you can definitely see where the dirt is on the Primer Gravedigger. You can see how the paint is kind of like bubbled up. That's how you tell where the dirt is. And I think the Primer Gravedigger, the old school one, this is definitely going to look a little better than the other Gravedigger. But let's actually take a nice hard look at this truck here. You can't really see that much dirt. You can kind of see it on the silver, a little bit on the door right there. Now what I want to do is I'm going to put these in the water here, and I actually have a really good container, and I will show you guys that in a second. But one thing I noticed too this year with these trucks, so these are the old Firestone tires, and one nice little detail that Spinmaster did is these Firestone tires are kind of like that brownish, kind of muddy color. They're not a solid black, they're not like a solid brown, but I like that. It looks really well done. It looks like the truck was driving through mud, so that's a minor detail, but I really like what they did with that. And I don't know if they did it on the other tires, the BKT ones, but they did do it on these, and that's pretty nice little added detail there with the color. And then you can see some dirt on the top or on the front of the old school Gravedigger. I keep calling it the old school Gravedigger, I don't know why, but yeah, just taking a look, you can see the dirt on the back. So I can't wait to see this thing in water, so let's go get the containers of water and see how these things change. Alright guys, so we got the bins. We got the cold one with the ice right here, and we got the hot one with no ice. So, as you guys can tell, we got the towel here. We are ready to go. I don't know how the camera's going to pick all this up. Lighting might be horrible. Let's see if this can help with the lighting. It looks like it might help, so let's see. There we go, look at that. Nice. Alright, so, first truck up, Red Primer Gravedigger. I don't know if we're going to actually see a good result here. We're going to put that in the cold water, I believe. Actually, no, I'm mistaken. I haven't put these anywhere. So, this one's actually going to be in the cold. And it looks like some more dirt came up on it, so that's pretty cool as well. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these in the hot water, and I'm going to try to put them back into the studio once they're dry. So let him sit in the hot water for a second. And I gotta admit, these containers, you can get them from like Costco, anything like that. They're normally for food, but they work pretty well with these. As, wow, that Gravedigger looks pretty clean here. So let me just... you know, these wheels feel so tired, so weird actually. That water's actually really hot. So we're going to dry off Gravedigger, and we're going to put the old Gravedigger in. See how that looks. Alright. So let's dry him off. That truck is nice and warm. So anyway, yeah, so these trucks, I like the Dirty to Clean series. I think it's a good idea. It's going to be interesting to see if Spinmaster does continue to do this for 2022. I don't know if they're going to, but alright, so these actually have been sitting in my closet for a little bit of time, and they're actually working pretty well. So let me dry these off. I'll pop these back in the studio, and we'll take a closer look with no dirt. Alright guys, the trucks are back in the studio, and as you can tell, there is no dirt on this truck. It looks very clean, very well done. I like it. I mean, it's pretty solid. I think the whole gimmick thing behind it, they did a good job with it. So we got, what, 6 more trucks in this. So what I'm going to do, instead of going for the whole thing, I'm going to put the trucks in here like this when they're dirty, and I'm going to basically clean them off or put them in the hot water. As you see, this Gravedigger looks really good on the door now. Now you can really see the silver. On the silver, you really saw where the truck was dirty, but now it looks to be pretty clean. So let's dump this guy in the cold water. Now all I'm going to do is just dunk him real quick, see what happens, let him sit up, soak that up a little bit. I mean, yeah, I like it. Pretty cool. I think they did a good job with Dirty to Clean. Now, I thought that Series 15 was going to be the last ones, but there is actually a Series 16, and honestly, Series 16 looks really, really good. I like the way that they put Bulldozer, and they even put Team Mints, which is kind of out of left field as I'm drying off the Gravedigger here. So, I mean, I'm getting a new studio, so I can care less if this gets a little wet. But as you can tell, the dirt is back on that truck. 1, 2, 3. And as the truck rolls away, not bad. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. So what I'm going to do before this hot water, and, well, hot water basically runs out of hotness, I'm going to open the other packs. We're going to look at those, and I'm going to dump them in really quick. Let me just dry off the primer Gravedigger, and you guys can really see on the door here where that truck has dirt on it now. All over the side door, over the fenders. Pretty cool. Very nice, actually. And the next 2 trucks in this case I really wanted to look at was the 2 black trucks, which is kind of intriguing because black it's kind of hard. So I wonder how the dirt's going to show up on these trucks. Now these have been sitting in a cool environment. You can kind of see the dirt on Soldier Fortune. So let's crack these guys open here. And as you see the back, you got the rest of the pack up here. If you guys didn't know, I just wanted to show that real quick to you guys. But let's crack this open now. Black Max D, pretty cool looking. I like the whole blackout edition they went with this theme for this 2-pack. And yeah, actually, you know what? I was talking about the Firestone tires. It looks like they did it for the BKT tires as well. So they're actually not black or brown. They're kind of like a grayish brownish, and it's pretty cool. I like what they did with that. I like how Spinmaster made those tires a little different. I don't know if the camera's really going to pick them up, but honestly, it looks really good. You can really see it. It really makes it pop because the trucks are black. So that is really nice, and you can kind of see the dirt on Max D here on the roof, on the side, well, hood I should say, and on Maximus's face. So I'm going to dump them in the water real quick. Looking at Soldier Fortune, you can see the bubbles in the paint. You can really see the dirt back here on the tailgate of Soldier Fortune, so that's pretty cool. And on the side. So let's dunk these guys in, and the next time you see them, they're going to be all clean and ready to go. Alright guys, now we're taking Soldier Fortune out of the hot water, and I gotta admit, it looks pretty good. You can really see the shine on it. You can really make out Monster Jam now on the side. You can make out the Black Ops logo. The tailgate on this truck is definitely where you can see the dirt and everything on it. So when this truck is in hot water, you can actually read where it says Black Ops on the tailgate, which is very nice. I mean, for a truck that was completely solidly black, the dirt showed up pretty well. I mean, on the darker trucks like this, it's always a challenge. You can kind of see where it was on the hood. See the little bubbles in the paint. I mean, I thought these ones would look not that great, but they actually look pretty solid. You can definitely see it on Soldier Fortune here. Now, we're waiting for Max D to dry up. So, but yeah, actually not that bad. The darker trucks are always an issue, but for some reason these ones actually turned out pretty well. And now with Max D all dried off, you can really see it here on the hood where there's no dirt anymore. I mean, it looks pretty good. I'm actually kind of shocked with this because the darker trucks and the darker paint was a challenge. It was definitely a challenge for these guys to get the dirt to show up on them, but you know, they look clean, they look good, they look really nice for two really dark blackout trucks. Really, they did an amazing job. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave these here just like this, and then I'm going to snap my fingers and they should be dirty within the next second. And here they are. They were both soaking in a huge bin of ice cold water for about 15 minutes, and you can kind of see on the camera where Maxie is dirty on the hood. I mean, it's hard to tell with these, but if you know, you know. Hopefully in the video you guys can see it. You can definitely see it on the side of Maximus. Definitely the back, the trunk, the deck lid. I mean, overall, pretty good job. I think Soldier Fortune, it really shows a little better compared to Max D. You can really see it on the side. I think the tailgate of Soldier Fortune, you can really see the dirt right there. But overall, all said and done, not a bad 2-pack. Decent, you know, for two trucks that were completely black. Spinmaster did a good job. Let's move on to the next pack. And our third pack in Series 14 of the Dirty to Clean is the dog pack. So we have the Rottweiler and the Dalmatian. And the cool thing is we got all 4 dog trucks, besides Monster Mutt. I think we may have gotten Monster Mutt early in the year, I can't remember. But in Series 15, we had the Husky and the Poodle. So pretty cool they did all the dog trucks. This is not our first time, maybe it's our first time seeing Dalmatian like this. I could be wrong, but nonetheless, 2 dogs here, and what I like what they did too is they got the ears down on Rottweilers, so I'm glad they kept that, and they kept the old school ears up on Dalmatian, which is nice as well. So looking at the back of the pack, as you see, there's 2 trucks left that we haven't reviewed yet, but with that being said, let's crack this thing open and take a look at these trucks. Alright, so here they are, and Dalmatian doesn't look as dirty, but there is something else that caught my eye on this truck, and if you look at that back tire, that is from sitting in the closet, I believe, but it's not a big deal. I can easily pop that out, so always beware of that. And I really do like what they did with the tires here. They're kind of, I don't know, it feels like a different texture too, and I love that color of the tires. That's actually really good for customizers, but I don't really see any dirt on Dalmatian here. Kind of interesting. I'm actually going to, because I don't see any dirt on Rottweiler as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to soak these in cold water and see what happens, and hopefully in the next frame they might be dirty. Alright, and here they are, and I think they might look a little dirtier now. So definitely see the dirt on Dalmatian. That looks really good on the white paint job. And Monster Mutt Rottweiler, it's kind of hard to tell, but there is some dirt around his mouth. But what I really want to do is I want to look at Dalmatian, because this truck really makes it shine. It is a white truck. And as you saw when I opened this pack, the truck was not dirty. So these trucks are very room temperature, and they were actually clean. So the moment I put this one in the dirty water, around his nose started to turn dirty, his teeth started to turn dirty. Obviously nothing on the hood or the roof. And then on this side of the truck, it did turn dirty by his mouth and by the fender, and also there's some dirt by the tail and around the tail area. So it looks really good. I think the brighter trucks, it flows. It looks so good on the brighter trucks like this. Then looking at Rottweiler, it's kind of hard to tell with this, but there is some dirt on his teeth if you can see it. A little bit on his ear, a little bit where it says Monster Mutt. Some on his nose, none on the hood or the roof. Looking at this side of the truck, some more on the teeth. I mean, it looks pretty good. It looks pretty nice around the tail area. So not bad at all. So one thing I'm going to do, because I did fix the tire to this, well, I tried to. It's a little broken, but that's okay. We'll fix it in the shop. And yeah, I'm going to put these in hot water, and you guys are going to see the dirt disappear. Actually, one cool thing I wanted to do, I wanted to show you guys. You see how dirty the truck is. So I just want to get this on camera because this looked pretty cool when I did it. So that's pretty cool. And Rottweiler. Let's see how this one does. Oh, wow. That looked pretty cool in the teeth. Alright. Alright guys, now we are on the final pack for Mix 14 of the Dirty to Clean trucks. Kind of a weird pack here. We got Son of a Digger and Racing Stripes. Now Racing Stripes, we haven't really seen this casting this year. We never really see it besides, I think it was Sparkle Smash, and that was all the way in like Mix 18 or 19. So kind of interesting. Now if you're looking at the pack here, there's not that much dirt on these trucks. Now the reason for that is because they've been sitting in pretty much a warm area. And as you saw as the scene before this, I put those two trucks in warm water and the dirt just instantly disappeared. But here's your last look for the package of Series 14. Not a bad set, pretty solid. And now we're going to open up the very last two trucks of this and take a look how they look dirty and clean. And here they are. So Racing Stripes and Son of a Digger. So Son of a Digger, this truck has been kind of out a lot. I mean, we have the Halloween special truck. We have a decent amount of versions of this one this year, which I'd like to see. And really, Racing Stripes, the only other one we saw was Sparkle Smash, which is okay. I mean, I like the casting. I like everything. One thing I love with these trucks, though, is you can tell now the dirt isn't like activated. It's been warm. So you can see where the dirt is with the bubbles in the paint. So I'm kind of intrigued to see how these are going to look when I put them into the cold water here. I mean, you can kind of see it on Racing Stripes, but not as much. You see it right here on the cheekbone, and this truck tries to get away from me. But yeah, these tires are nice. I really like these tires. I love these rims too, these white rims on Racing Stripes. But let's put these in the cold water and see what happens. Alright, so we got cold water in the studio. Here we go. Here comes Racing Stripes. Let's see if this truck changes. Let's see if the camera can pick it up. Yeah, you can see it changing right there. That's pretty cool. Lift them up, and now you can really see the dirt on the truck right here. Let's try to lift the camera up a bit. Trying to figure out new ways to film here for the Dirty to Clean. You can see all the dirt on it. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Now let's go grab Mr. Son of a Digger. Let that truck dry off for a second. And we're going to dip him into the cold water, which the ice cubes have melted by now. As we dip you in. Can't really see a change yet. Now I can in the graveyard. I don't know if the camera can. But we're going to look at these under the light here. Let this guy soak a little longer. I'll let these guys soak for about another 10 minutes or so. So here they are on camera, a little dry off. You can definitely see the dirt on Racing Stripes. That looks really, really nice. I love that. I love it on the light color trucks. I think it looks awesome. It's got some around the mouth, the teeth, the nose of the horse, on the cheekbones, all the way around the tail. That looks really well done. Once again, though, I think on the brightly colored trucks like that, the white trucks, I mean, with Son of a Digger here, you can tell it's it's hard to see it. It's a little on the hood, not as much, but, I mean, the thought is there with these trucks, but it's just too hard to see the ones with a lot of detailing in dark colors. I mean, you can really see it on the back of Son of a Digger here, but on the side next to the junkyard, it's kind of hard to tell, and over by the flames, it's a little difficult to tell, but yeah, that's going to wrap up this pack. Alright guys, that's going to wrap it up for Series 14. I know this video took a long time to make and a long time to get out. I've actually been working on this video for like 2 months because I did lose a pack and I had to re-edit it, so that's also why it was late. Despite the fact that I couldn't find the pack either, it's been kind of challenging. This was the video before I took I took a break from making videos for a little bit, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. I mean, for Series 14, it was good. I mean, my two favorite trucks in this, going with the whole gimmick of the Dirty to Clean, is definitely Racing Stripes and Monster Mud. I think, you know, those trucks that are brightly colored, you know, color trucks that are white or just brightly colors to where you can see darker colors on them, it's what they should do for the Dirty to Clean series. And we got 2 more series, and I recently just found the Bulldozer and Team Mints with Octonator and Megalodon, so we got that coming out soon. And yeah, let me know if you guys found this pack. Now, this pack, you might not be able to find it in stores anymore because this video took so long to make and so long to get out because of just issues going on in life. But yeah, let me know if you found it. Let me know what one your favorite is. If you like the Red Primer Gravedigger, if you like the Racing Stripes, which I believe this is the only time we're seeing Racing Stripes this year, so that's kind of interesting. And I believe it's the only time we're seeing the World Finals Max D as well. So Who knows, this might be the only chance we get those 2 trucks. And I even think the red primer gravedigger. I don't think there was a red primer gravedigger in any mix. But with that being said, guys, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to drop a like, and I shall see you guys very soon in another video.